Set up blocks, set up medium weights, and we'll start comfortably on our back. You can bring your knees to the sky, butterfly out your knees, maybe extend your legs long, whatever is comfortable for you, and just focusing here on your breath. Rise on your inhales, belly falls on your exhales. Breath in, expanding your ribs in all dimensions, side to side, front to back, top to bottom, letting it all go on your exhales. Continuing with your breath and gently walking your heels in towards your hips. Knees and feet are hip width apart and parallel, palms by your side. Squeeze your glutes, press into the soles of your feet and lift your hips. Exhale, lower your hips. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift your hips to the sky. Exhale, lower back down. Bring your palms facing in, pinkies to the floor, thumbs to the sky. Inhale, squeeze and lift your hips and your arms, thumbs tap overhead. Exhale, lower everything down. We're going to add on this time. Inhale, hips and arms lift, thumbs tap. Exhale, cactus the arms, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower back down. Two more just like that. Inhale, hips and arms lift, thumbs tap. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, hips and arms lift, squeeze, lifting as high as you can. Exhale, cactus the arms, spread your fingers wide, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, lower everything down. Draw your knees in towards your chest, pulling yourself into a tight ball. Maybe finding stillness, maybe gently swaying from side to side. Gently come back to center, crossing one ankle over the other. Rock and roll yourself as many times as you need. Think of it as a gentle spinal massage. And on the last time, coming up to a comfortable seat, pressing forward and finding a tabletop at the center of your mat. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tucking your toes, hammock your belly towards the floor, and lift your gaze. Collarbone spreads wide, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, press into the tops of your feet, round your spine. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze. Exhale, press it all the way. One more time, tabletop cat and cow with your breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine, bump the hips side to side. Take any organic movement here. Maybe it's some barrel rolls. Maybe it's continuing to draw the hips from one side to the other. Gently sway back through center. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body. One more time. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread it under and through the left side body. Planting your right cheek or ear to the floor or a block. Continuing to press into your left hand. Feeling the stretch deepening along the left hip. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, release your right hand under your right shoulder. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread all the way under and through, planting your left hand, allowing your left cheek or ear to come towards the floor. Right arm stays boxed out. Holding here and breathing, thread the needle on the left side. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your left hand. Tuck your toes, walk your hands up, palm print forward, lift your hips to the sky, coming into our first downward facing dog. Pressing your heels down, lengthening the back side of your body. Now begin to pedal out your heels, deep bend, and extend to one knee at a time. On your next breath, deep bend in both of your knees. Walk your hands towards your feet, coming to the back of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift hands to shins, crown of your head pulling towards the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rise all the way up, head, neck, and shoulders, last to arrive. Shoulders down and back. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Toe heel your feet towards one another. Big toes touch, tiny space between your heels. Bind your hands, releasing your thumb and index finger for a steeple grip. Inhale, arms overhead, biceps hugging towards your ears. Inhale, lengthen one more inch. Exhale, side bend to the right, bump the hips to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left, hips to the right. Inhale, back to center. One more time, each side, option to add on. Exhale, side bend to the right, hips to the left. Maybe you want to lift that left leg, balancing on the right. Nice, Mendy. Gently lower your left foot if it's lifted. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to left, hips to the right. Maybe you want to try to lift that left leg an inch or two away from your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release your hands to your lower back, fingertips facing down. Toe heel your feet to hips distance. Press your hips forward, squeeze your shoulder blades, gaze up. Continue to gaze up towards the ceiling, maybe finding a line along the ceiling, pressing your hips forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, slide your hands on the back side of your legs, reaching for your toes. Inhale, half lift. Up dog your chest, spread your collarbone wide, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Grabbing opposite elbows to find a ragdoll. Gently find a sway from one side to the other. Sway back through center, release your hands towards the floor. Walking out, coming into a high plank, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, option to lower the knees at any time. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes, pressing to the tops of your feet, little to no weight in your palms. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, lower back down. One more time, just like that. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, release down. Walking your hands towards your lower rib cage, press up, full cobra. Gaze up towards the sky, maybe over your left shoulder. Back to center, over the right shoulder. Back to center, tuck your toes, coming through tabletop, or we'll all meet directly in downward facing dog. Pedal, 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 deep inhale, deep exhale, big breath in, big breath out. Low. We're going to do it without any weights, and then we're going to add in the weights the second time through. From your down dog, inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Tap your wrist, tuck it in, take it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose, tap the floor, lift it up, kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, tap your left wrist, lift it up, kick it back. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee to the floor, find lizard pose, untuck your left toes. We're going to draw the hips back, straighten that right leg, single leg split, and then press it forward. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks. Just moving forwards and backwards into our lizard pose. On your next breath, we're all going to hold a bend into that right knee. Plant your left hand or your left shoulder on the floor on a block. Release your right hand to the inside of your right knee, tipping to the outer edge of that right foot, deepening your lizard pose, maybe looking over your right shoulder. Plant your right hand back under your right shoulder. Tuck your left toes, lift your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your palms. Lower your left foot at 45. Deep bend the right knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Hips are square, drawing that right hip back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your right arm under the left, eagle arms. You can bind your hands or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, lift your chest, deepening your back bend. Exhale, humble warrior. Hinge forward, drawing your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tuck. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch and stay. When you arrive, release your palms, framing your right foot. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks of any height. Begin to straighten your right knee as you pull that right hip back. Left hip comes forward. We're going to find pyramid pose here. You can increase or decrease the distance between your feet. Holding here and breathing. Pyramid pose. Keeping your left hand on the inside of your right foot on the floor on a block. Sweep your right arm to the sky. Revolve pyramid. Continuing to press that right hip back. Keeping the hips square. Left hip draws forward. Keep the length in the arms. Pivot your left toes to the top of the mat. Bend into your right knee. Twisted lunge. Find length through your left fingertips. Lifting your rib cage 1 inch off of your right thigh. Draw your right knee in towards your midline. We're going to pivot the right arm down as we rotate that left arm up, pivoting, opening to warrior two. Very nice. Deep bend that right knee. Beautiful. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift and stay. We're going to find Skadasana at the back of the mat. Bend into that left knee. You can keep it as a high lunge. You can release the hips closer towards the floor. Hands can come onto blocks, the floor, or remain at heart center for a balance challenge. Lengthening the right leg. Pressing into your left foot, we're going to surf back to the top of the mat, finding warrior two. Arms out to the horizon. Pull your shoulders back, aligning your shoulders directly over your hips. Flip your right palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Gaze up, look up, deep bend that right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your right foot, pivot your left toes. Set any props off to the side. Step your right foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. From your down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Knee to nose, tap it down. Lift it up. We'll just switch it up a little bit. Kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Tap the wrist. Lift it up. Kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Tap the wrist. Lift it up. Kick it straight back. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left wrist. Coming into lizard pose, lower your right knee. Untuck your right toes and then draw the hips back. Single leg splits. Press it forward and back. Few more here with your breath, alternating between single leg split and lizard pose. On the next breath, hold a deep bend to that left knee, hips forward. Right hand under your right shoulder on the floor on a block. Left hand to the inside of your left knee. Pivot to the outer edge of that left foot. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Holding here and breathing. Plant your left hand under your left shoulder. If you use a prop, set it off to the side. Plant your right hand, tuck your right toes. Lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, step through. Deep bend that left knee. Seal your right foot to the floor. We're going to find warrior one. Left toes at 12 o'clock, right toes at 3 o'clock. Inhale, rise up. Hips are square. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left arm under the right. Eagle arms. You can bind your hands, opposite shoulders, lifting your chest for a gentle back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch and stay. Release your hands to the inside of your left foot. Maybe plant your hands to frame your left foot on the floor or on blocks. Gently draw that left hip back as you take out all or some of the bend in that left knee. Finding pyramid pose on the left side. Right hip presses forward to help the left hip pull back. Hips rotating counterclockwise. Keeping your right hand on the floor on a block inside that left foot. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Holding and breathing, revolve pyramid. Rotate your left toes to the top of the mat, bend into your left knee, twisted lunge. Release some tension from your right wrist, press through your fingertips. Draw your left arm back towards your right foot. Draw your left arm down towards the floor. Spiral it forward as you pivot your right toes, opening up to warrior two. Deep bend that left knee. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Holding here, bend into that right knee. Finding Skadasana at the back of the mat, high, or sinking the hips down low. Stretching that left leg. Big breath in. Big breath out. Pressing into the sole of your right foot. Lifting your hips, bending into that left knee, coming back to warrior two at the top of the mat. Very nice, Mindy. Flip your left palm to the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Gazing up under the left arm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your left foot. Pivot your right toes. Setting your props off to the side. Step your left foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, we'll all meet back in down dog. All right, we're going to add the weights. Gonna switch up a few things just to keep it flowing. Bring the weights to the top of the mat from your down dog. Lift your heels, come back to your breath. Now the fun begins. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Tap the left. Bring it back to the right. Kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Tap the floor. Lift it up. Kick it back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Tap the right. Come back to the left. Kick it straight back. Exhale, step your foot between your palms. Seal your left foot at 45. Grab your weights. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Hips are square. Right hip back. Left hip forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Sweep both arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Arms sweep back. We're going to pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms down. Put your hands to the floor on the blocks. Straighten that right leg back. We're going to find that pyramid pose for just a breath. Keep your left hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Revolved pyramid. With or without that weight. Right hip continues to draw back. Pivot your left toes, bend into your right knee, twisted lunge. Tap the right hand to meet the left. And reach it up. Right arm taps down. And lift one more time. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Find length through your left fingertips. Draw your right arm down. Left arm forward, open up. Find your warrior two. We're gonna bend. You got it, perfect. We're gonna straighten that right leg, bend the elbows into the chest. And then straighten and bend. So warrior two, and then, yep, you got it, perfect. Yeah, so it's warrior two and then triangle legs with elbows, but if you do the opposite, that's perfectly fine. Let's do one more here. Straighten the legs. Now we're actually going to keep the arms out to a T. Draw the left arm down, right arm to the sky, reversing your triangle. From here, we have a tricep bend and extend for 3, and lift. That's 2, and lift one more. All right, release the arms out to the horizon. Bump the hips back, reach forward, tick-tock your right arm down, left arm to the sky. Holding here in triangle pose. We're gonna pulse it for 3, and 2. Last one, reach your left hand to meet the right. And open the chest. 2 more. Tap it down. Lift it up. Last one. Nice work. Keep the T in the arms, bend into your right knee. Bent knee triangle. Big breath in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, seal your left bicep to your left ear. We're going to pull that left arm down, single arm cactus, bend, and reach. 2 more. Bend, and reach. Last one. And reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Commit to the bend in that right knee. Gaze up. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, cartwheel down. Keep the weights in your hands. Now we're in runner's lunge. We're going to do a row, tricep extension, bend, and release. 2 more. Row it up. Kick it back. Bend the elbows. Release it down. 1 more. And release. Now set all your props off to the side. Plant your hands to frame your right foot. Step your right foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back to down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Deep inhale. Ooh. Deep exhale. All right, let's repeat that on the other side. So keeping the weights just slightly in front of your palms, coming back to your down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Tap the right elbow. Bring it back to the left. Kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Tap it down. Tuck it in. Kick it back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Tap the left. Come back to the right. Kick it straight back. Exhale, step it through. Runner's lunge. Plant your right foot. Grab your weights. Rise up, warrior 1. Inhale, lengthen. Pull that left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning warrior. Sweep both arms back, hinge forward. From here, we're going to pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep both arms back, hold it here. This time, pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release those weights down. Holding here and breathing. We're going to row it up for 3, and tap. That's 2, and tap. Warrior 1, hinge forward. Tap both the wrists. Pivot your right toes. Keep a deep bend into that left knee. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Keep your right toes at 45, so about 3 o'clock. Now we're going to draw that left hip back, finding pyramid pose. Don't want to forget this lovely stretch. Holding here and breathing. For everything else that we've got coming up, we're going to enjoy this moment. I'm just pausing. All right, keeping your right hand on the floor on a block. Sweep your left arm to the sky with or without a weight. Revolve pyramid pose. Continuing to press that right hip forward, left hip back. We're going to tap left hand to right wrist for 3. And lift. That's 2. And lift. 1 more. And lift. Now pivot the right toes. Now bend into the left knee, twisted lunge. Holding here and breathing. Find length through your right fingertips. Draw your left arm down. Bring it towards the floor. Bring your right arm up. Pivot your right toes. Open up for warrior 2. Straighten the left leg. Bend the elbows. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, bend. Exhale, warrior 2. 3 more. Nice, Mindy. 2 more. Last one. Straighten that left leg, bend the elbows. Now straighten the arms. Bump the hips forward, reach your right arm down, left arm to the sky. Reverse your triangle. Holding here and breathing. Bend that left elbow for 3. And reach, reverse your triangle. That's 2. 1 more, hips are square. Inhale, rise up, shoulders over your hips, arms out to the horizon. This time, bump the hips back, reach forward, beautiful. Left arm down, right arm to the sky, finding your triangle pose. Holding here, we're gonna lift and lower for 3. And lower, that's 2. And lower, ooh, last one. Uh-oh. Looks like our building lost power. Oh, okay. That has never happened in 15 years, okay? We'll pretend they're doing a lot of construction, yeah. So we'll pretend like it didn't happen. All right, from our triangle pose, we're gonna lift and lower for 3. And lift, that's 2. And lift, last one. From here, reach your right arm down. And lift it up, the fun continues. Bring it down, I'm good, thank you. And reach it up, tap it down. And reach, hold the length in the arms. Bend into your left knee, bent knee triangle. Holding here and breathing, just a breath. Seal your right bicep to your right ear. Find your extended side. Maybe release your left elbow to your left thigh. Cactus your right arm for 3. And reach. Last 2. And reach. 1 more. And reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Commit to bend that left knee. 1 more breath here. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your left foot. Pivot your right toe. Set your palms off to the side. Plant your hands. Kick your left leg up and back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. I feel more bad for the people that were in the locker room. All right, big breath in, big breath out. All right, you are right where you need to be. For our next set of moves, we're going to use the weights from our down dog. Gently place those weights back between your palms if they were anywhere else. Let's float into our high plank for just a moment. You can lower the knees at any time, holding here and breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Grab the weight into your right hand. Pike your hips up, bring the weight to your left foot. Come back to your high plank. Grab the weight into your left hand. Pike the hips up, bring it to your right foot. Come back to your high plank. Now we're going to pike the hips up, grabbing the weight with our right hand. Bring it back between your palms. High plank. Pike the hips up. Bring that weight with the left hand back between the palms. Let's repeat this 4 more times through. Grabbing the weight, placing it to each foot, and bringing it back to your hands is 1 set. Make sure you're breathing. Hips to the sky. Returning back to a full plank. From your plank, you can keep the knees lifted. You can also lower the knees at any time. Set 3 if you're with me. Still going, still moving. All right, we're all gonna finish with the weights between our palms. Coming back into our high plank. We have alternating leg lifts, right and left. That's 10. And lift. And 9. And lift. We got 10 on each side. 8. And lift. That's 7. And lift. Last 6. And lift. Halfway. Option to lower the knees at any time. This is 4. And lift. 3. And lift. Last 2. And lift. Last set. You got this. And lift. All right. Press your hips to the sky. Give your shoulders a little breather. Coming into your down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right. Lift your right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. We're going to pulse it here for 10 and 9. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your right foot. Shake it out. Come back to your breath. Lower your right heel, lift your left foot to the sky, flex the toes. Pulse it here for 10 and 9. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the left foot. Release the knees, come into a tabletop. All right, we're gonna grab those blocks. We're gonna grab those weights. We're gonna use all the equipment. Set the blocks out in front. Give yourself about half a foot to a foot space in between. Now, you can set the blocks high, medium, or low. The higher the blocks, the more challenging it is. Grab those weights in your hands. We're just bringing the legs towards the outer edges of those blocks. I'm going to start medium. We'll see how I feel. One weight in each hand or no weights, and reach the arms overhead. With your shoulders stacked over your hips, we're going to lift the right leg, tap it over the block, bring it to center, bring it back to the outside. Now the left foot, lift it up, tap center, bring it over, right side, and center, outside, left foot, and center. I'm going to adjust my blocks. Feel free to keep going. We've got 5 more of each. Tap over, try not to hit that block. Imagine that block is lava. You don't want to lift your foot and tap that block. As you lift the legs, try not to lean back. Keeping your back completely flat, shoulders stacked over your hips. 3 more if you're with me. It's very challenging. Core stability. We're adding some upper body strength with those weights, but it's also increasing the core work. Lots of hip flexor work. All my. Release those weights down. We're going to pick them up once more. Just want to give us a little bit of a breather. We're not going to use the blocks. So from your seated position, your legs can be out long, crisscross, applesauce, butterfly. I'll actually turn and face this way. Whatever you prefer, weights to your shoulders. We have an overhead press. Just press it up and release. So same thing here with your press. You want to make sure that you're not rounding your spine. You're sitting up nice and tall. If this bothers your back, it's not comfortable, you can come standing. You can do this from kneeling. Press and release. Knuckles to the sky. Palms stay facing out. One more like this. All right, release the arms down. Bring the palms facing in. We've got an Arnold press this time. So palms start facing in toward your body. As you straighten the arms overhead, press the palms facing out. So we're starting facing in, press it up. Yep, exactly. So you're rotating the palms outward. As you straighten the arms, as you bend the arms, palms come back in. 3 more here. All right, on this last one, hold the arms overhead. Bring the palms facing in. All right, we've got triceps now. Elbows bend, elbows extend, elbows bend, elbows extend. 8 more. 5 more. All right, you're more than halfway. 4 more. 3. 2 more. Last one, pull the elbows back to the pulses for 5. And 4. That's 3. Last 2. And 1. Wee. Release those weights down. I think we have the same sentiments on those. All right, go ahead and grab one block. Place it between your thighs. We're going to roll back. We won't use our weights here for this first move. Arms by your side, or you can tee out the arms or cactus the arms. I'm going to cactus them so I can open up my chest and my shoulders after all those moves. Squeeze that block between your knees. Bring your knees over your hips, shins parallel to the floor, pointing or flexing your toes. Allow the knees to fall over to the right. Come back to center. Knees fall over to the left. Just windshield wiper legs. Side to side, keeping both shoulders grounded. So whether your arms are in a ragdoll, cactus, or T, that will help pull your shoulders in towards the floor. If they start to lift up, don't bring your feet or your knees as close to the floor. You want to control this movement one more time on each side. Gently come back to center. If you have those weights, go ahead and grab them. Reach them up to the sky. We're just holding them there. We're not going to use the arms for anything. From here, point the toes, tap, and lift. Knees come back over the hips, tuck the toes, bring it back in. Now remembering your core pelvic work. So you want to tuck the hips under the entire time. Think about rotating your hips up towards your rib cage. That is the same movement that you have as your toes are towards the floor, and the same movement that you have as your shins are parallel to the floor. If you prefer to flex your toes, you can draw your heels. Of course, neither toe or heel has to touch the floor. That is just the movement and the direction that you want to go in. Tap and lift. 3 more. Make sure your lower back is not lifting off of your mat. Your belly button is not doming up towards the sky any higher than it was when you first started. 1 more. Still with your weights to the sky. Now we're going to extend the legs long. Draw them back in. Now, reaching the legs long, they can be low to the floor, they can be up to the sky, or they can be out at any diagonal. Feet closer towards the floor is more challenging. 3 more. And 2. Last one. All right, come back to that reverse tabletop, knees over your hips. Bring the toes to the sky with the hands. We're going to reach up and lower and lift and lower. Upper crunches. 8 and 7 That's 5. And 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. All right, now we're going to hold and we're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Bend your knees. From here, wide arm chest press. This is where we finish. You can keep the shins parallel for additional core work. You can always lower the feet towards the floor. We're still squeezing that block between our knees. Wide arm chest press, knuckles to the sky, palms towards your toes. 5 more. And 4. That's 3. Last 2. And 1. Release the feet down, release your arms by your side, releasing the weights. With that block between your palms, reach your arms overhead, reach your legs out long, full body stretch, reaching long opposite directions, tiny arch in your lower back. Flex your toes, dig your heels into the floor, toes to the sky. Peel your backside off of the mat. So with the block between your palms, lifting one vertebrae at a time. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Rising up, shoulders over the hips. Reach forward, tapping that block towards your ankles, your toes, or even past your toes. Grabbing the outside of your legs, your ankles, or the back side of that block for a forward fold. Stretching and reaching. Punching your rib cage towards the tops of your thighs. Arms can be straight or elbows bent. Gently release your hands. Slowly lower back down. You can release one forearm or using your core to roll back. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips to the sky. Exhale, lower back down. Draw your knees into your chest and then bring the soles of your feet to the sky for happy baby. Grabbing the outside or inside of your feet, the outside edge of your calf, or the back side of your thighs. You can find a gentle roll from side to side or find complete stillness. Gently sway back through center. Extend your left leg long, keeping the sole of your right foot up to the sky. Feeling the deepening stretch along the front left hip flexor. Release your right foot, bringing your right heel towards your glute. Bind your hands on your right shin for wind removing pose on the right side. Continuing to flex your left toes, point flex or claw your right ankle. Release the bind on your right shin. Release your left foot. Using your left hand, gently draw your right knee across your midline over to the left side of your body. Gazing up or over your right shoulder. Supine twist. Inhale, come back to center. Left leg remains long. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg for reclined tree. Big inhale. Big exhale. Plant your right foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Walk your left foot in to meet the right. Draw your knees into your chest, coming back to your happy baby. Keeping the left foot up towards the sky, extend your right leg long. Single leg happy baby, flexing your right toes. Release your left foot, calf or thigh. Bind your hands on your left shin to draw your left heel closer in towards your glute. Point, flex, circle out your left ankle, wiggle your toes. Right toes remain flexed to continue stretching that right hip flexor. Release your bind on your left shin. Using the guidance of your right hand, draw your left knee over to the right side for supine twist. Gazing up or over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Right leg remains long. Bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh for reclined tree. Letting go of any tension that you're holding in your hips or your ankles. On your next breath in, plant your left foot on the floor. Walk your right foot in to meet the left. Knees into your chest, crossing one ankle over the other. Rock and roll yourself a few times along your spine before coming up to a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. You're welcome to have a seat on a block to open up your hips a little bit more. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Twist, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Twist, look over the left shoulder. Back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my yoga sculpt practice with you. The light lovingly honors, cherishes, and respects the light, love, and beauty in you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Mindy. Sorry about